Exercise 1.
So Adam, today we're talking about do-overs. So what is something that you wish you would have done over? For example, maybe something in your university life?
Yeah, there are a few things. I might change my major. I studied education, and while I enjoy what I'm doing right now, my free time, I really like watching movies about science and astronomy. And if I would go back to school and start my studies over, I'd probably study something along those lines, astronomy and metaphysics or something. I think that those topics are really interesting and on the cutting edge of science, and just fascinating to explore.
Interesting. Anything else you wish you would have done?
I might have been more involved in the sports clubs at my school. For example, the American football team. I played in high school, but in college I wanted to play, but I didn't have the motivation to push me over the edge to actually go out and really put my heart into it. I went to one training day and kind of tried out, but I didn't really pursue it as much as I would have liked. I think it would have been fun to be part of that culture and that environment.
How about something that you did do that maybe now you wish you hadn't?
I pierced my ears in high school because that was the cool thing to do, but now I don't wear earrings, and yeah, looking back on it, kind of just a silly thing to do, that trying to follow the trends that trends usually pass. So yeah, that would be something that I wouldn't do again.
Anything else you would have changed?
I might have made different decisions about my girlfriends at the time. I had a really good girlfriend in the beginning of college, and things didn't work out because of a variety of reasons. But I think if we would have worked on it, we could have made it happen. And so yeah, that's something I think about sometimes, about life in college. It's always, college love is kind of crazy thing. So yeah, we're too much like kids, I guess, I think, at that age.
Okay, thanks, Adam.
Exercise 2.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Today we're talking about do-overs. So if you had a time machine and you could go back to your college years, is there anything that you might change or do differently?
I really wish that I would have had a chance to study abroad. I chose the wrong major initially. I was a nursing major for 2 years and worked really hard at a major I was really bad at. And then after 2 years, I switched schools and switched majors. And because of that, I had so many credits to take that I couldn't study abroad or do really any extra classes that were fun.
That must have been challenging. Where would you have liked to study abroad?
Really anywhere. I've always loved to travel, so I would have been open to going anywhere.
So you said you studied nursing. What would you have studied otherwise?
Well, I first went into nursing because everyone, since I was really little, told me that I would be a good nurse, so I thought it was my calling in life. And then, after taking lots and lots of science classes, which I'm really bad at, I decided to switch majors to education. And then I ended up liking that major, so I'm really happy that I switched.
Is there any other major that you would find interesting that you might study if you went back, or you're satisfied with education?
I'm glad I did education because I really like that work-wise, but if I had to go with things that I'm interested in, I probably would have been some sort of art major. Both my siblings are artists, so it kind of runs in the family a little bit.
What kind of art do you like?
Mainly dance, but I also was really into music growing up, so musical instruments and singing.
So, do you have any friends that were interested in art or dance that you had in those times?
Not really, no, actually.
Do you wish that you if you were in a group of people that liked the similar things, that you might have pursued different interests?
Definitely. I wish I would have done more with dance. I was a ballerina for 12 years, and I gave up on that when I was 14, because I got to the level where I either had to train professionally to do that for a job, or stay in a class where the younger girls would keep moving up. And so at that time I quit, and although I don't wish I was still doing ballet, I wish I would have continued some kind of dance.
So, Sarah, any funny haircuts or anything like that?
Actually, yes. 1 week before I moved away to college, I cut my hair boy short. And then after that, like during my first semester, I dyed it all different shades of red. And my hair's actually been pretty much every length and every natural-ish color.
Wow. How did your friends and family respond to your red hair?
My mom didn't like it so much. She thought I was going to dye it like a natural red color, but it was more of a fuchsia red color. So she didn't like it very much. But my friends and like my siblings understood, because I've always been very different and didn't really care what other people thought about how I looked.
How long did you like it?
For a while, until I wanted change. I love change, so I'd always switch it to something else.
Wow, that's great. Thanks, Sarah.
Exercise 3.
Hello everyone, I'm Abidemi.
And my name is Adiba.
And the question is, are women in the military in your country? In Tajikistan, how is it?
Yeah, we have women in military, but it's not that common, since my country more traditional minded.
Okay. In Nigeria, actually, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but I don't even know. I think there are women, especially these days. Women are doing a lot of different things in the country. So I think there might be women, but of course there are a lot more men in the military in Nigeria.
Yeah, the same in my country. But I know several women which is in military.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you would like to be in the military?
I don't know, but maybe. My mom's friend, she's in military,
Okay.
and she's doing well.
Okay. I think I would like to try it.
Yeah, it will be good.
Yeah.
Exercise 4.
So, thanks for telling me about the ballet and all that kind of stuff, but I'm really more into sports and things like that. Do you know of any other things you can do in New York?
Oh, absolutely. There are a lot of events for sports enthusiasts in New York. We've got basketball. The Knicks play. They're an NBA team.
Mm-hmm.
We've got baseball. The Yankees and the Mets play. And there's a feud. Yankees fans hate Mets fans, and Mets fans hate Yankees fans.
Right, they have two baseball teams.
That's right.
Wow.
Exciting. We even have a Subway Series. Well, it used to be a Subway Series because the teams would play at different stadiums. So they'd go to different stadiums for about a week or so, and the fans would just switch back and forth from one stadium to the other. But I think they recently built one stadium for both teams.
Oh. Do you think one team is more popular than the other?
I think probably the Yankees, unfortunately.
Oh, the Yankees?
Yeah, my family was a Mets fan, and don't tell anyone else in my family that I said that.
Oh, so I guess they don't get along with each other?
Oh, not at all.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm from Canada. I really like hockey. I know you guys have the Rangers.
Yeah, we do have the Rangers. They play at Madison Square Garden, so you could easily buy tickets to see a game there. That's the same place where the Knicks play. So
Oh, they both play at the same place?
yes, they do.
Oh, maybe I could go to a basketball and a hockey game.
You probably could if you stayed long enough. I think they have different seasons, right?
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Madison Square Garden's pretty big, though, so maybe there's more than one arena. I'm not sure. I've only been there 2 or 3 times in my life.
Oh, okay.
Well, we also have the U.S. Open, if you like tennis.
Right.
Yeah, that's held in Queens, not in on Manhattan.
Oh, okay. And what about the there's U.S. Tennis Open, but there's also the U.S. Golf Open. Is that in New York
In
as
New
well?
York? I don't think is it?
I'm not sure.
I don't think the U.S. Open for golf is in New York. No, I don't think that's New York. Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the tennis before?
Yes, I have. I saw Serena Williams
Oh,
play.
she's great.
She is, yeah, powerful woman.
Yeah, I'd like to see her play.
Yeah.
Exercise 5.
So, Greg, you are quite the world traveler, I hear.
Yeah. Well, I love traveling. I've been to probably around, I don't know, 20 different countries, and I've lived in Thailand and South Korea and the United Arab Emirates and 4 different parts of Japan and,
Wow, that's a lot.
of course, several places in the U.S.
Well, for somebody that's going to travel for the first time, what type of advice would you give them? So, in case they never get lost or if they get
Getting
sick.
lost.
Right.
Yeah, that happens all the time. You have to prepare for that. One of the first things I do whenever I get to an airport is I see if I can get a map from an information center. If I go to a hotel, I ask if they have a map of the area. When I want to go somewhere, I ask them to write the destination in the local language, and also I practice my pronunciation with them. And sometimes almost always actually, I get a business card or a matchbook from the hotel to help me in returning.
Right.
And then I go off on my merry way.
Okay, well, let's say that you're on business in a foreign country and it's just really busy and you forget to get the business card. You don't have the map. You're trying to find some place and you're completely lost. What should you do?
Well, of course, you've got to ask people.
Right.
And it's good idea to ask a lot of different people, because in some countries, people don't want to say no, or they don't want to say I don't know.
Right.
They give you some directions, or maybe they don't understand you. They give you the wrong directions. So even if you think you got good directions the first time, constantly check with other people along your way.
Well, so when you're going down the street and let's say you are lost, is there a certain type of person you look for? Like, let's say an old lady or children. Is there a certain person that's better at giving directions?
Well, if it's a child and you want to get to a business section or something, probably they don't know.
Right.
It's a good idea to ask somebody who looks as if they live in the area, though, not just another tourist passing through or something.
Right. So you're talking about people that work in shops and things like that.
Yes. Oh, also, like delivery men are usually very good because they have to go all over the city, so they know it well.
Right. So have you actually ever been lost?
Oh, I've been lost all the time. Like,
And
once I got lost for a couple hours in Bangkok, and it was terrible.
Well, that's a pretty intense city.
Yeah. So after that, it gave me the idea that I should always check for landmarks. Landmarks are really tall buildings or a river, something I can always know. I could see easily. I'm trying to remember, the river is on my right side. There's a hill over there. And keep looking for it and remember it.
Well, sounds like good advice. Thanks, Greg.
You're welcome.